explaining what is the cause of the soul's transmigration and how an end to it can be brought to that. Two things will be explaining in this verse. What? What is the cause of soul's transmigration and how do you end it? Both the thing will be answered. So actually, moksha upaya. Why? Because treading the path of liberation, you get liberated. So to explain liberation, you have to show the path. You have to show the process, though in brief. Because that's not the subject matter. I'm not asking you because I don't want moksha. I just want to know if moksha is there. So very briefly, but one has to say, treading this path, you will reach there. Can I reach Mumbai? So while answering, you will say, कि આમ સીધા નીકળી જાઓ ને પછી લેફ્ટ ટર્ન લઈ લો હાઈવે પરથી. અહીંયા નહીં, ગામમાં જવાનું નથી કીધું. હાઈવે પર પહોંચી અને લેફ્ટ ટર્ન લઈ લેશો, સીધા સીધા જજો બોમ્બે. But I didn't ask you the path. I did just ask you, I asked whether reaching Bombay is possible or not. But isn't it so obvious? Okay, you have to hint. You didn't explain in detail. Detailed explanation in 22 verses in Moksha Upaya. No query will be left. I don't know, after Atma Siddhi, if you have any question, it only means you have not understood Atma Siddhi. This is my conviction. After Atma Siddhi, if you need, you say कि generalized, so I don't need to ask anything, but personalized to पूछवानो आवे. Yeah, if you want to break your swachand, you may, but there is no confusion. If you want to break your swachand, if you feel that in this way, I'll go into self-will. And then I don't know when that shaitan will arise in me, which will make me use good words and do according to my desires. So to break that swachand, if you want to take agna, if you need to ask, I understand. But not because you don't understand or you are confused. Atma Siddhi is end to, either you say it is the Shastra of self-realization or say it's end of all doubts. End. The next being the last and sixth and the last doubt of the disciple. There is no seventh doubt. The replies to doubt number 6 is the end of doubts. Now no more doubts. Beautifully. So let's sing.
Vidyo kar anand te karma shubha shubha bhav teha shubha shubha chedata upje moksha swabhav.
So the first line showing the cause of transmigration, the second line showing how to end transmigration, meaning how to attain liberation. So let's see. Vityo, past tense, passed away. Kala anantate, how much time passed away? So you'll say 6 months, some will say 4 months. Dharampurma kya say. But how much time have you passed in ignorance, likes, dislikes, all the nonsense vibhavas? So, Vityo Kal Anantate, infinite time. Not in hundreds, not in thousands, not in lakhs, crores, millions, billions. Infinite time has passed. Astonishing, right? આપણે થાય કે સાલો કોઈ દિવસ સૂચ્યું નહીં. અનંત કાલમાં never ever heard what is the right path, what is my duty, what is the purpose of my existence, what should I be doing, what should I not be doing. You were never in an intelligent state of existence or what? Unisensory, bisensory, trio, quad, 4. Spanish mabul. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, did you say, excuse me? And પાંચ. I've heard it. I'm asking, you have five sense organs you have received now, and still you are behaving like Uno, or worse than Uno. Right? A worm and insect will not harbor so much negativity. So with whatever you said for 5, you should be on the process of spiritual, progress, or go back from 5 to 1. That's all, Param Krupadeva. Don't get worried. Welcome to the gang. Vityo Kal Anantate, passed away infinite times. In what? Karma Shubha Shubhav. Indulging in auspicious feelings, activity, and corresponding bondage. Shubh hoy to shubh band, ashubh hoy to ashubh band. That bondage. So what have you been doing up till now? In one line he's saying, Vityo Kal Anantate, Karma Shubha Shubhav. He is not saying you are bad only. You have been good also. Shubha Shubh. Sometimes you just don't want to part with your belongings. Sometimes you want to give up everything in charity. You have been experiencing both type auspicious and inauspicious Shubh and Ashubh. So, Vityo Kal Anante, Karma Shubha Shubhav, engaging in, indulging in auspicious, inauspicious feelings. Teha Shubha Shubha Chedata, by destroying it. Upje Moksha Sabhav, arises the state of liberation, which is the nature of the self. Moksha Sabhav. Actually, there's nothing like Moksha Sabhav. Moksha is a state. But in that state, purity, that is your inherent nature. So we say Moksha Sabhav. Moksha is mukvu. But without association is your nature, then what is this mukvu doing? But because it is bound, we have to say it this way, moksha svabhav. એટલે ઉપજે મોક્ષ સ્વભાવ, manifest થાય. Okay? Short meaning. Since infinite time, the soul is engaged in auspicious and inauspicious feelings. With the snapping, breaking, destroying, anyone is fine. Of it, meaning the auspicious and inauspicious feelings, the soul attains liberation, which is its true nature. Its true nature, moksha svabhav, it is right now. Only difference being it's latent, not manifested. So by destroying the shubha shubhav, you will see it emerging, manifesting. Jetla causes તમે તોડા એટલી શુદ્ધિ will come out, manifest. So when the soul manifests the natural disposition of moksha, it can attain liberation, moksha. The Guru, I don't know what adjective to use upon, sadly warns the disciple. Warns, sadly seeing his past history. કે આવું તો મેં પહેલા કેટલી વાર એને કીધું છે, don't indulge in all this. You are going to repent and regret. Then don't ask for grace. Then the universal law, the cosmic law will prevail. Because you will be in such a state where only you can bring yourself out. And if you are stuck in, why did I do that? Why did I do that? It will not help you to move ahead. What should I do to not repeat? That should be the right lane of thinking. Why should, yes, you need to analyze it once so that you can plug all the all the, you understood. So the Guru sadly warns the disciple that from time without count, infinite time without count, not possible to count, the soul has been caught in the web of cause and effect, reward and punishment. You always consider the fruits of Shubh as rewards. Now you don't. Now if I say you will get a Ucha Devgati, you will say, why punishing me? Now when you get luxuries and all, you say, no, all this is going to distract me. But at one point of time you said all the fruits of the Shubh were rewards, of the Ashubh were punishment. And you were caught in the web of rewards and punishments. Every action only enmeshed it further, strangling your freedom. And if we don't learn anything from it, it'll continue in this way. How much time? Anant. Because this you have been doing since Vityo Kala Anant. If we do not learn, and you can learn only by introspecting, not by listening. It has to be made, internalized or personalized. Then only you can get some force from within. Listening, you are only going to praise the person who spoke, and that's it. Internalize karo, ત્યારે you will get that virya. જે virya અત્યાર સુધી was used in acquiring new karmas, that virya will be used, that shakti will be used, virya meaning shakti, soul's effort, will be now used in eliminating, withdrawing, retreating, restraining. તો પોએટ્રીની જે મોઢે કરી દે છે, because એ થોડું એ લાવશે કે no, at some point of time I have to refrain from all this nonsense. Every time I can't give in. So at least in Mand Uday, when the Uday is little weak, that time you feel, of course I can overcome this. This is a beautiful atmosphere. પહેલું ટેન્શન તમને થશે કે સારી ચા નહીં મળે તો સવારના કેવી રીતે માથું ચાલશે. સ્ટીમ વિના એન્જિન ચાલે? સ્ટીમ વિના એન્જિન ચાલે? સ્ટીમ એન્જિન તો પેલી સ્ટીમ જુએ ને ચાની, પછી જ એની બુદ્ધિ ચાલે. કેટલાકનું પેટ બી પછી ચાલે. જોગાની ઇઝ નોટ હિયર. તમારું પેટ ક્યારે સ્ટાર્ટ થાય કાઢવા માટે? ચા, આઈ નો ધેટ હેબિટ ઓફ. એક બે વખત તો જાત્રા પર ગયો ત્યારે હું એમના માટે ચા લાવ્યો હતો. એમનું પેટ જ સ્ટાર્ટ ન થાય અને ત્યાં સુધી બુદ્ધિ સ્ટાર્ટ નહીં થાય. ત્યાં સુધી જે સામે આવે એને લેફ્ટ રાઈટ કરી નાખે. રાઈટ ઓર રોંગ? તો સ્ટીમ વિના તો એન્જિન કેવી રીતે સ્ટાર્ટ થાય? માથે આંબેલ બાંબેલ નહીં થાય. પણ વેન everyone around you will be doing, okay, chalo Ajay, I don't want to give in to my desire, let me try. Every રીતે you have to push yourself ahead. Don't wait for that opportunity. Karmas will never give you that opportunity. You have to create that will. So Satpurush and Satsang, both are important. Satsang, the atmosphere of satsang, satsangis around you, or those having the similar goal, they might also inspire you. Sadguru can inspire to an extent. And then you will say, Kepan, e to divya purush che. And that's what Nemi always tells me. You are divine. So then you are not taking inspiration from me. Because all the purusharth I do is the divine play. So remaining detached is nothing. It does not need soul's effort. I said, this is wrong. You're putting me in the attic by just praising me. Get inspired by me. Just don't praise me. આવી સ્થિતિમાં બી detached રહ્યા, even I should be doing it, I can do it, I will do it, I am doing. So at one point your bhakti, you'll get a lot of feeling of reverence, but no inspiration. You are stuck. Then you will get inspired by mumukshus. So you need to be around satsangis. Somewhere you don't get inspired. Are tame to khata j kyare hata? That's the way he blackmails me. So the Guru says, if you don't learn from your entanglements and how you get bound, and you learn, if you want to avoid the dire consequences, the key is detachment. How beautifully, ગઈકાલે રાતના મને ઊંઘ નથી આવતી તો સરસ ચિંતન ને બધું ખુલ્યું. મેં કીધું વૈરાગ્ય. So yesterday I spoke a little bit on Upsham, so today a little bit on Vairagya. Just a minute. Vairagya has two meanings. Vairagya's first meaning is virag. Virag meaning disassociation sense. Not detachment, but disassociation sense. And second meaning is eknoj rag, vishesh rag is Vairagya. So there are two routes you have to choose. And I have two people in my room, two routes. Both the route have 3 steps. Route number 1 કહું કે 2 કહું? 2 કહું? 2 is interesting. ના પણ દીક્ષાના ક્રમમાં કહું તો ફર્સ્ટથી સ્ટાર્ટ કરો. So the first route is the Nemiji's route. Step number 1, prem, vishesh prem. Step number 2, vairagya. And third, tyag. So tyag will happen if the first step, vishesh prem koina upar karu, tenathi ena sivay I get detached from everything. And then comes tyag. Second route, 2016 no route. Right? At 2008 no route hatu when Nemiji took Diksha. And now 2016 route, vichar, tyag, vairagya. પહેલા right, wrong, temporary, permanent એનો વિચાર વિવેક બધું લાવવાનું, પછી થોડો થોડો અભ્યાસ કરવાનો, છોડવાનો. So ત્યાગ. And that will give me complete detachment, vairagya. Are you understanding both the routes? If you want to avoid the dire consequence, the key is detachment, free from your selfish desires and ego. Any desire which only benefits you is a selfish desire. Anything which benefits you is a selfish desire. So karuna and vitrakta you can't separate only, because then it will become a selfish path. So very simple, the soul receives fruits in accordance of the feelings he engages in. Shubh to shubh phal, ashubh to ashubh phal. But both the fruits, shubh phal and ashubh phal, if you want to put it in one word, it would mean transmigration. So now do you want to differentiate between shubh and ashubh? Because finally both are making you stay continuously in the worldly state. So now I don't want to know કે તમે દેવલોકમાં કે નરકમાં, because finally it is you are in the state of embodiment, worldly soul wandering. Why wandering? Because it cannot remain in that state for a longer time. It's limited time only. Devgati hoy ke narak gati hoy, Tiryans gati hoy ke manushya gati hoy. So I am using the word wanderer for you. Maybe millions of years you stay in Devgati, but then you have to go to the next. You have to change your house. So you are a wanderer. True? So, if engaged in pure feelings, meaning the Shuddha Bhav, not Shubha Shubh Bhav, Shubha Shubh I will call impure now. But Shuddha Bhav, Atma Bhav, you receive the fruit of liberation. Teha Shubha Shubha Chedata Upje Moksha. Amna swabhav chhodi do. Upje Moksha. You will attain liberation. Why moksha swabhav? I'll explain. So the question, despite having passed infinite time, if liberation could be attained, why haven't I attained up till now? So I answered, the Guru says. Because you have been engaging yourself in Shubha Shubha with your Kal Anand. So what can I do if you are constantly you are involving and earning. Earning means acquiring. Yeah. Constantly engaging and earning. EE. Constantly engaging in Shubha Shubha and earning merits and demerits. Constantly. So the Shishya felt that it cannot be, beginning cannot be traced. Beginning is untraceable. Present, it's visible. So let's talk of the future. So he's saying future not visible. Liberation not visible. That was the disciples' doubt. Vartaman che dosh, past ma hato dosh, and future is not visible. This is the doubt. So the Guru says, if you ask, despite having passed infinite time, why has the soul not attained liberation? So my answer is, the soul has never attempted. The soul has not put any effort in withdrawing from this Shubha Shubha or abiding in his pure nature, abiding in his self. He has never shown any effort. He's never put any, he's not even attempted to withdraw and abide in his self. He has never even tried or attempted to abandon, to refrain, to destroy, to retire, to refrain, to retreat. Sat thai gaya sara. You only need to know one. But all these words will make you understand it profoundly. So never, the soul has never put effort. Attana jani ne bhi, I am going to check your next hour. Now you have understood, no, you should not be involving and indulging in Shubha Shubha. Let me check. The soul, through years, wants to listen to all this stuff, but not attempt, not put any effort. अरे इंटेंसिटी तो अच्छी करो, ड्यूरेशन तो अच्छी करो, फ्रीक्वेंसी तो अच्छी करो, if not total annihilation or total destruction. Begin with something. So, even though auspicious feelings have continued since infinite times, now the Guru says, yet it can be eliminated. Teha Shubha Shubha Chedata. It can be destroyed. It has not been destroyed because the soul has not put any effort. Koનું weight વધારે છે? Why is your weight more? Don't say destiny. Because I have not put that effort. બંને effort જોઈએ. નવું નાખવાની નહીં અને કાઢવાની બંને effort જોઈએ. કેટલી એક્સરસાઇઝ કરું થતું પછી પેલો ચીઝ પિઝા ખાઈ ગયો તે તો કે કંઈ ખાતો નથી, બે દ્રવ્ય લઉં છું, પણ તો એક્સરસાઇઝ નથી કરતો. આમ પ્રેગ્નન્ટ વુમન ચાલતી હોય એ પહેલી પહોંચે, તું જે રીતે વોક કરે તો આપણે લાગે કે એની બાજુમાં પ્રેગ્નન્ટ વુમન જો 7મા 9મા 8મા મહિનાવાળી જો ચાલે તો એ વહેલી પહોંચે. ટીક કરવું તે તારે ઘડિયાળ પહેરીને કર, કેટલી કેલરીઝ કટ થઈ. સિમ્પલ મેથેમેટિક્સ છે, આમાં કોઈ ગ્રેસની જરૂર નથી. કેટલું નાખવાનું કેટલું કાઢવાનું અને એના પરથી તમારે જ નક્કી કરવાનું કે 100 વર્ષ પછી 1 કિલો ઓછું થશે. ક્યારે થશે? પ્રોટીન્સ બરાબર બધું માપીને કરવાનું ઇફ યુ વોન્ટ ટુ રીચ યોર ગોલ. બધા કહે કે બહુ આ વખતે રિલેક્સ છે, આ વખતે તમે કોઈ ટાર્ગેટ નથી આપ્યું ને, એટલે રિલેક્સ જ થાય ને. જ્યારે મોક્ષ થવાનો છે ત્યારે થશે એવું રાખો તો આ રિલેક્સ જ રહેવાય. એન્ડ ધેન યુ હેવ ટુ ફેસ ડાયર કોન્સિક્વન્સીસ. એક માંદગી આવે તો કે શ્વાસ નથી લેવાતો, શ્વાસ નથી લેવાતો, લંગ્સ બરાબર છે, તારું પેટ બહુ મોટું થઈ ગયું છે. So everywhere it is mathematics, and even in Moksha Marg. Say grace for inspiring me so that I understand the mathematics and inspiring me. Ena mate grace vapru. Not grace is not another word for magic. There is nothing like magic. I am saying there is nothing mystical also. It is pure mathematics. So that's what you need to understand. Your bhakti is rubbish. You are asking for magic. You are asking God to go against the cosmic law. Please smile at me. I am going to only harbor Ashubh Bhav, but please smile me. You are telling him to do a pap. Go against the cosmic law. You are going to be punished by karmas. Nothing. The cosmic law is this. Say, inspire me more and more so that I don't choose the wrong path and choose the right path. Singing songs and crying is no bhakti, and at least I am not going to get impressed by it. If at all I get, but Param Kripaludev never. How much ever you put his Chitrapat in front of you, he is mine and I am yours, is all rubbish. Only if you tread the right path will he be happy with you. Just crying is no bhakti at all. You want to do wrong things and just cry, ke mara to bhau na guru cha, nothing, all rubbish. So don't get stuck in this emotional nonsense. It should be shown in your feelings, in your conduct. That is bhakti. Don't sing any song. Don't do any puja. Just follow his agna. That is the real bhakti. So, when you refrain or withdraw from the auspicious and inauspicious feelings, what happens? You become a stone. You become feelingless. What happens? What happens? Upaje moksha svāva. So if you want to understand in this term feelings, regards to feeling, pure feeling, shuddha bhav, passionless feelings. No influence of any karmas on your feelings. Karma bhav, agnan che, moksha bhav nijvas will be studying in Moksha Upaya. No influence of any karma on the bhav. Passionless feel, pure feelings. And this is the nature of the soul. Nature of the soul is pure. That is the soul's nature. See, purity is the soul's natural disposition. Being engrossed in it is the natural activity of the soul. You can say swabhavik dasha. Swabhavik kriya, activity bolo swabhavik kriya. So getting engrossed in the natural disposition is a natural activity. Impure feeling is not your disposition. That is not your inherent nature. So basically, if you want to understand the whole thing in the latent and manifestation in that sense, so the pure nature which is latent, because you are withdrawing from Shubha Shubh Bhav, what was latent manifests, emerges. And when the emergence happens in the fullest, we call that state liberation, which was its inherent nature. So upaje emerges, manifests the moksha swabhav, the passionless, the karmaless. So if the soul refrains from Shubha Shubh Bhav and abides in its true nature, what happens? Two things will happen. Technical words you know, but the easy words you don't know. The technical words is Samvarni Jara. The easy word is, the easy way to explain is, you stop incurring new bondage and you shed the old karmas. Stop incurring new karmas and start shedding old karmas. So shedding will be nirjara and no new bondages are formed. So new bondages not happening, old shed very fast and in large quantities. So somewhere nijara is dharma. So here I'll need to explain it in 2 minutes. There is a myth in the religious societies, a mistaken belief in the religious communities that punya, moksha is achieved by lot of punya. Now you will not agree with this because you know punya can only give you better form of transmigration. Bracket kadi nako. What can punya give you? You are very clear. So how punya can give you moksha? Never. But in the religious societies, they don't talk of Atma, Atma Swabhav. They will talk of Dan, they will talk of Tap, they will talk of Puja, they will talk of this. And all this will actually, it is auspicious activity by auspicious feelings. So, if you see it philosophically, it can give you comforts. It can give you luxuries. It can fetch you worldly pleasures and give you good opportunities. જે બી તમે બોલતા હોય opportunities તક મળે તમને. But it cannot give you moksha. Moksha is not the result of any karmas. It is the result of the destruction of all karmas. Very, you need to be very clear. But anywhere you go in the religious societies, say, अरे बहु पुण्य बंधा से, charity कर અહીંયા. અહીંયા આ કર, charity કરવાની, એનાથી પુણ્ય બંધ બી થશે. I am not against it. But મોક્ષ પુણ્યથી નહીં થાય, મોક્ષ ધર્મથી થશે. Now how can he say, તેહ શુભા શુભ છેદતા? If Shubh was the path to moksha, so he's saying, destroy that and you will attain moksha. No, because that is not the path of moksha. Teha Shubha Shubha Chedata Upje moksha. So Shubh and Ashubh, when both is destroyed, you are going to experience moksha, realize moksha. Liberation will be manifested. So very, it is sheer ignorance that punya can lead you to moksha. Punya is ashra, it is a cause of bondage. Moksha is not the result of any karmas. You have to be very clear, it's total annihilation of karmas. So, what is dharma then? If this is punya, then what is dharma? Samvar and nijara. Or you can actually say only samvar. By withdrawing from Shubha Shubha, no new bondage is incurred and nijara will always happen. It always happens and it will continue. So, what is dharma? Samvar. Teha nivrutti. Withdrawing. If this is dharma, what are we doing? We are either doing religious activities, we are doing worldly activities. But where are we withdrawing from all this? And Param Kripaludev has used the word nivrutti for moksha. They are nivrutti sapalata. Withdrawing, retreating, refraining, etc. Very clear? So this myth that punya can give you moksha, teha shubha shubha cheta. Shubha shubh mate, what can you use? 2 pp's. So shubh mate punya, ashubh mate pap. So what, now read it that way. Teha punya papa chedata. Teha punya papa chedata. Homework. If punya pap cheta moksha male, so why in Navkar Mantra is said Savva Pava Panasano? Only pap is written there. Why not punya? Homework. Savapavapanasano Mangalanancha Savvesing Padamam Havai Mangala. So what will happen if you chant Naukar mantra? Savapava Panasano. So why punya is not used there? If the path to moksha is annihilation of punya and power. So I think it is very clear. See, just understand this much and I finish. What is the nature of water? First, coolness. What have you to do to keep it cool? Cool, I said. Ice not banawa, mare. Nothing. Because that is the nature. To be in your nature, you don't have to do anything. Achha. What else have you seen in water? Has anyone seen the water boiling? Anyone seen? But you said the nature is water, of water is coolness. And now you are saying boiling water, you can't even touch, you can't even go near it. Boiling. That is the distorted state of water. It's not the nature of water. If I see a soul in anger, I will say the distorted state. Why? Why is the water boiling fast? Because it's put on the stove. Stove kevai, stove kevai. Now I'm asking. Elders ne stove. Stove ko ke stove ko? Okay, whatever. Chulo. Chula upar pani mukyu che. And so you are going to see the distorted state of water. You will forget it was ever cool. It is to bolto nathi, it was ever bolu chu. Because example of water. Now what have you to do to cool the water? સ્ટવ પરથી કાઢવાનું. હું આટલી મહેનત નહીં કરું, હું સ્ટવને સ્વિચ ઓફ કરી દઉં. થોડા ટાઈમની અંદર એકદમ પાછું એના ઓરિજિનલ નેચરમાં આવી જશે. સો ધોઝ હુ આર વેરી લાઈક યુ નો who are good in menial jobs and all, they will say કે આખું તપેલું લઈને અહીંયા મૂકવાનું. Those who are MBA ને brainy, એને કહેશે એટલી બધી જરૂર નથી, ખાલી સ્વિચ ઓફ કરી દો અને થોડો ટાઈમ વેઇટ કરો. that distorted state will go away. શુભાશુભની નિવૃત્તિ થઈ જશે, withdrawal થઈ જશે અને એ થઈ જશે અને it will be in its own, it will be in its natural form. Simple. તો સ્ટવ પરથી લઈ લો, whatever you prefer. અમારા રૂમમાં પણ આ બે ઓલવેઝ ઓપ્શન્સ હોય. આને થાય કે ફોનથી થઈ જાય તો દોડાદોડ કેમ કરવાની? So whatever, નિમિત્તથી દૂર થવું હોય તો નિમિત્તથી દૂર થાવ. What is that log of word કે whatever, that is karmas. And what is that fire? Your passions, your likes and dislikes. That and that heat, એના કારણે the state of water is distorted. So don't talk only in terms of nimitts. If those passions and aversion of feelings je che, likes, dislikes na, enati if you take nivrutti, teha nivrutti, to safalta, what will happen? It will be the natural, it will be in the natural disposition. The water, the soul. And that is work. So, teha shubha shubha chedata upaje. So, with the association of the Guru, his satsang, we need to understand the supreme truths, change our approach regarding sukh dukh or regarding dharma. Dharma is not only activity, it is withdrawing from shubha-shubh. That's what we learned today. Let's sing.
विद्यो काण अनंत ते कर्म शुभाशुभ भाव, देह शुभाशुभ छेदता उपजे मोक्ष स्वभाव.